3 drug distributors and 1 manufacturer agreeing to a $26 billion nationwide settlement for lawsuits related to the opioid crisis.
Kentucky will get a good share of that money. Tyler Melito joins us now on how groups are working to make sure it's spent in ways that will have the greatest impact.
As a part of the settlement, Kentucky is expected to receive $478 million over the next 18 years. How will that money be spent? That will be determined by Attorney General Daniel Cameron's office and local governments across the state. Tonight at a town hall meeting on UK's campus, people had a chance to weigh in on how the money could best be used to tackle opioid addiction.
Drugs took his brain first. They took the spirit of who he was next, and they took his life after that.
There is no rock bottom with this drug. There's no second chance, and I'm confident that if David hadn't been sold that poison, he'd be alive today.
The state of Kentucky will receive $478 million as part of the $26 billion opioid settlement. Now, the biggest question is to determine what to do with that money.
I think probably one of the biggest challenges that we face in addition to the access to care is the lack of available housing for people in recovery. The safe and sober living is one of the biggest challenges I face in my job every day.
We have safe and sober housing, access to transportation. That's a big thing for us.
There are plenty of groups across the state who help people who have dealt with addiction to opioids, like Kentucky River Foothills.
I would love to see them have the resources to obtain good employment. I think that those pieces are vital so that they can then reunify with their families.
In the United States, from 2012 to 2021, there were nearly 446,000 opioid deaths. That number is more than the combined total of combat deaths from both world wars, as well as the Vietnam and Korean wars.
And a lot of people who hear about this or read about it likely have a tremendous amount of fatigue with the degree to which there has been saturation discussion. The unfortunate reality is that we're much closer to the front end of this war than the back end.
I reached out to the mayor's office here in Lexington to see what the plan is for Fayette County, and I was told the mayor is currently setting up a committee that will make recommendations to the city council, with the council making the final decision. For Fox 56 News, I'm Tyler Melito.